Hey folks, welcome to my channel. And there we see a Carlin Easy Gas burner that has been mounted to a Well-McLean SGO boiler door, and it is going to go right there. We got the mounting hardware and so forth. That's the target wall in the back. We're looking at an SGO 6. There's your rating plate there. And we've got it sitting up on blocks and reasonably shimmed. There's our full port drain valve. There's our skim tapping, low water cutoff. The wiring hasn't been done. This is our 270 pigtail with the useless 30-pound gauge on there and the PA404A Residio Honeywell pressure troll with it set at the lowest possible setting. We take a step back. This is the 2.5-inch outlets. The number 6 calls for, calls for both outlets to be used. The 5 does not, and 6 on, 7, 8, and 9 require the 2 outlets and requires a 3-inch header. We've got our drop header there. And so we have it feeding into here. We have a 3-inch outlet here, and this is counterflow. This, I believe, was a transition from the an original to the previous boiler to this one. It's counterflow to there, and there's a T, and then it transitions to 2.5-inch, which goes through into that crawl space all the way around the perimeter of the building, which of course you can't see. Oh, there's the relined flue, 7-inch. And then so it comes out here, and there is our famous Gorton number 2 venting this, and there's the drip returning to this 1.5-inch copper wet return installed by others. And this is our new return there. We've got a full port boiler drain with a bushing. There's the feed for our VXT, which were installed by Rob. Hanging there, it's a 24 volt, excuse me, it is a 120 volt VXT. You can tell by the transformer. And there is our service valve there. And it goes back. And earlier we tied on the 1/2-inch iron pipe ball valve, and there's our backflow preventer there. We'll get to that later. So back to our friend here. Let's see, let me show you. Pardon me. So when we installed this, we had this 3 by 2.5-inch T, and we see it's pitched very nicely downhill. And we had installed this one, and it was pitching the wrong way. Originally, when we dry fitted, it worked, but I had this reversed, so we had to take this out and reverse this T so that it was pitching the right way. Here's a lovely old crane. Hopefully this crane will function. We've got a few divots there, so not everything made in the United States is perfect. Crane is a good name. I don't think they make fittings anymore like this. And we're back down to a 2-inch equalizer, which then transitions to an 1.5-inch equalizer. I have a cast iron 1.5-inch by 1 T. This is stainless steel. I have a ball valve there. I need to clean off the pipe dope. I have a isolation valve between the return and the equalizer line. I have stainless steel here because I'm crazy, and I go into a T there, a 2-inch by 1.5 T plug right there, and stainless steel into the back of the boiler. Again, we have our pressure relief valve. We put it on a T here so we can remove the plug and clean out any material. And we have a quick removal compression fitting so that this valve can be replaced without unsweating it with the torch. Let's get another view here. This was added later, I think, this line. So we had to make a space for it. This is 1.5 inches. This is pitching down. This is a custom cut nipple that we stock. We have everything from 13 to 18 in 1-inch increments. And this, I believe, is a 16-inch that we pre-cut and have on site. And we have a swing joint there. We have a merchant coupling, which allows us to dial in fittings without cutting special lengths. And this is then pitching downward, downward, downward. This is now the old line, which also goes into this crawl space, and the return is there. Now that return is a little worrisome because it's at very close to the water line. Right now, of course, we've got that flooded for test, but there's the water line there, and you can see that there's not much difference. So I have clean out plugs and stainless steel here to transition. We may wind up doing a short, what do you call it? Come on, the name escapes me. Yes, a false water line there. So that is our, at this end too, that continues on around and loops back there. And then here is the return. So I think this video has gone on long enough. There's another shot of our header. A thing of beauty, if I do say so myself. There's the outlet of the power burner, easy gas. We need to run the gas line, and of course we need to run the flue, and of course we need to wire it. But I think this thing is well on its way to getting this house warm again. Folks, thank you very much for your support, and I will see you on the next one. I look forward to your comments and questions.